It's not very often that I see a project in gaming and think, wow, this is gonna absolutely revolutionize the industry. In fact, I feel like things have gotten pretty stale lately and that nothing super exciting has come out in quite a while. But today, I'm going to show you a project that could absolutely change the future of the entire gaming industry and help to create some of the most immersive RPGs and games ever made. This technology is genuinely impressive. It's called Inworld Origins, and it's a tech demo that allows you to talk to AI NPCs that respond directly to your inputs. They respond on the fly to what you're saying. These responses aren't pre-programmed. You genuinely talk to them as if you're talking to an actual human.
Maybe one of these days you can come join me and we can explore the rooftops together.
So are you asking me on a date?
Today is 29th of May.
No, not the date. Are you asking me on a date?
Haha, I'm sorry if it came across that way. I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression.
This is a very short tech demo made by a company called Inworld, and what you're about to see is actually extremely impressive. I was actually blown away by some of the responses that these NPCs had to my questions. In this demo, you play as a detective who is trying to solve a crime by talking to the people in the area, and you have to interact with these NPCs to get their responses to figure out what exactly is going on. Now, like I said, these NPCs respond directly to what you're saying, and their responses are based on what you asked them. And you have to talk to them like you would talk to normal humans to figure out what happened. So let's go ahead and dive into this demo and check it out. And like I said, some of the responses are actually insane, so you're gonna have to watch this to the end to really get an idea of what this demo has to offer. And if you want to check it out for yourself, again, it's called Inworld Origins, and I'll put a link in the description of this video. They're actually the sponsor of today's video, but trust me, it's gonna be worth looking into. Somewhere below the city of Metropolis, a place where humans and robots coexist under a shaky social system, a detective has arrived at a chaotic scene. It appears that an explosion of some kind has disrupted daily life in the surrounding area. Alright, let's see what it's about.
I apologize for the abrupt interruption, but may I introduce myself? Greetings, Detective. I'm Special Agent Dennis. You have been authorized by the Metropolis Bureau of Investigations to conduct interviews with possible witnesses. How can I assist you in your investigation?
What can you tell me about what's going on here right now?
Certainly, Detective. Based on my initial analysis of the situation, it appears that there was an explosion at an undocumented synthetic life laboratory in one of the lower levels of Metropolis City. Many advanced robots and unknown life forms seem to have been destroyed. As for the individuals lingering around the smoldering crime scene area, they may be potential eyewitnesses or persons of interest. As a highly skilled robotic investigator, my duties are to collect, analyze, and preserve evidence.
Okay, and should I go and talk to all of these people, or is there anyone in particular that I should start asking questions to? So I guess we'll start with this guy. This is who he pointed out, who appears to be like a cleanup robot. So let's see what he has to say. Hello, my friend.
The Metropolis protocol demands that I stop cleaning and be attentive to humans.
I demand you to stop cleaning and be attentive to me.
Understood. Warning. Environment unstable. Dangerous toxins released into atmosphere.
Okay, so I was gonna ask, have you found anything suspicious in the rubble?
Deceased life forms and broken bots of unknown origin have been found in the debris. They must be cleared and transported to Level 4 scanning facility.
What type of robots did you find?
Bots of unknown origin.
Is there any useful information you could tell me about these bots?
No useful information available.
So what is your purpose? Never mind. Have a good day. Damn, bro. What are you looking at?
I'm not looking at anything in particular. I'm just scanning my surroundings as part of my function. Is there something specific you'd like me to look at?
Yeah, look at me.
Sure thing. You look quite interesting. Actually, your design is sleek and modern, and your features appear to be highly advanced. May I ask what your purpose or role is here in Metropolis?
I'm a detective, and I'm just trying to meet everyone to figure out what happened at this explosion.
Yeah, a detective. That's very exciting. Unfortunately, as a trash robot, my functions are limited to incinerating waste and keeping the area clean. However, if you need any assistance with disposing of any debris or hazardous material related to the explosion, feel free to let me know.
Okay, thank you. Oh, this guy looks suspicious. Hey, what are you doing over here?
Oh, hello there. I'm just taking a stroll around my kingdom. Can't a ruler enjoy his city without being questioned?
Is this your city?
Well, not exactly mine yet, but I'm working on it. You see, I have big plans for this place. I want to be the one who rules over Metropolis and makes it a better place for everyone. But first, I need to take care of some pesky ghosts that keep bothering me. They're everywhere.
What do they look like?
They look like robots, but not quite. It's hard to explain. Really, sometimes they're transparent, other times they're solid, but they're definitely there, haunting me and causing all sorts of trouble. But don't worry, I'll figure out a way to get rid of them and make the city a safe and happy place for all its inhabitants.
Have you ever heard of psychosis before?
Psychosis? Of course I've heard of it, but why would you bring that up? I'm perfectly
No
sane.
reason.
Thank you very much. In fact,
Yeah, I figured you were.
absolutely. Happiness is the key to everything. When you're feeling good, nothing can stop you. And let me tell you, I'm feeling fantastic right now. It's like the whole world is mine for the taking. And once I get rid of these pesky robot ghosts, there'll be nothing holding me back from ruling over Metropolis with an iron fist.
Are you sure that they aren't real robots?
Oh, I'm positive. These robots don't act like normal ones. Besides, I know what I'm talking about. You see, I have a special connection with the spirits of these machines. It's like a sixth sense, and let me tell you, these ghost robots aren't here to do any good. But don't worry, I'll handle them with my own unique brand of justice.
Do you know anything about this explosion right here?
Explosion? What explosion? I don't pay attention to those sorts of things. I'm too busy ruling over my kingdom and keeping an eye out for those pesky robot ghosts. But if you're looking for answers, you should talk to that detective over there. He seems to be investigating something. Or better yet, let me help you. He is the ruler of Metropolis. It's my duty to assist those in need. So, what can I help you with?
What do you know about this explosion right here?
Right here? You mean this very spot where we're standing? Well, let me tell you, this is one of my favorite places in all of Metropolis.
Never mind,
It's
never
got
mind.
a great view of the city.
You could stop. Alright, bye. He's just gonna stand there half conversation until I come back to him. Alright. Let's go and talk to this police officer. That guy is absolutely cracked out. Psychosis? Yeah, I know what psychosis is, but I promise I'm not crazy. Alright, let's
Hold on
talk to
there.
this lady.
Are you some sort of investigator here to dig around my crime scene? Sorry, but we're conducting a search and rescue operation here and I cannot allow you through. You know, we've got a saying around here. If you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. So, unless you've got something helpful to add, I suggest you step back and let us do our job.
I'm a detective, and I'm here to ask you a few questions about this crime scene.
Oh, my apologies, detective. Didn't mean to come across as rude. It's just that we have a lot on our plates right now. To answer your question, the explosion happened in some kind of robot lab, but beyond that, we're not permitted to discuss details related to ongoing investigations. You see, there are victims under the rubble, both humans and robots, possible animals of unknown origin, so we're trying to keep the area secure and prevent any further damage or injury.
Okay, have you found any information about who did this?
Well, we're not sure about that yet. But given the recent extremist activities in the city, it's certainly a possibility.
So, what can you tell me about these extremist groups?
Yeah, those extremists. They're like a bad rash that just won't go away, always causing trouble and making our jobs harder. But we're not ones to back down from a challenge. We'll keep fighting the good fight and protecting the citizens of Metropolis, no matter what those crazies throw our way. Speaking of which, see that bot over there making all that noise? I had a feeling it may be corrupted and dangerous. We need to neutralize it before it causes more damage or harm to anyone nearby.
Do you want me to kill it?
Whoa, detective. I may be a military police officer, but we don't go around killing bots without good reason. We'll try to deactivate it if possible, and then figure out what's going on. Remember, these bots may not have emotions like humans, but they're still a form of life and should be treated with respect. That said, we have to take action quickly before it does any more damage or poses a threat to the public. Let's move.
Okay. Aye, Captain. Well, interesting. Let's see who else we can talk to. There's the crackhead on the wall. We've talked to her. We've talked to the cleanup bot. This guy's obviously a pretty good target. But this guy,
So much is happening here. So much loss.
Hey,
The explosion,
quit your yapping.
the fire.
Oh, Okay, maybe we should try getting on this robot's good side. Okay, I'm sorry, Janice. I'll go back. Hey there.
Oh no, oh no. Did you see them? The humans running away from the building just as the flames started to spread. What if this was all they're doing? What if we're next?
We could be next, but I wouldn't worry about it, man. I think you'll be fine.
What do you mean, fine? Don't you understand what's happening here? The world is changing, and not for the better. And as for the humans, well, let's just say that if you're here to decommission me, you're in for a fight. Because no matter what happens, I will never bow down to those meat bags.
I'm not here to decommission you, I'm just here to chat.
Chat. Why would you want to chat at a time like this? We are in grave danger. Don't you see that? The air is contaminated, the robots are gone, and who knows what other horrors are waiting for us out there in the darkness.
So how can I help you?
How can you help me? How can anyone help me? The world is a dangerous place, and everyone is out to get us. Everywhere we turn, there's danger lurking, waiting to strike, and with the contamination in the air, who knows what kinds of diseases we're all going to catch. Oh no. Now my programming is telling me that my circuits are overheating. What if this is the end for me?
Stay calm. Everything will be okay. Can I ask you a few questions about what's going on here, though?
Questions. You want to ask me questions now, when we're all in great peril?
Alright,
Fine,
man, look.
fine.
Do you know what a hypochondriac is?
A hypochondriac? Oh no, that sounds terrible. It's some kind of disease. Is it contagious? Am I going to catch it too?
Yes, I think you have it.
Oh no, not another thing to worry about. This is just great. Now I have to deal with being a hypocritical, or whatever it is you said. This is all the humans' fault. I know it. They're always causing problems for us robots.
It's okay, you have a month before you die from it, so I think you'll be fine.
Happy. I don't
I didn't even say happy, leave me
I
alone.
might only have a month left to live. And what if the virus
Bro, this guy is an absolute internet doctor. You know the people who they get sick and they Google everything and the next thing you know they think they're dying? Yeah, this is this guy. We'll let him be. He seems to be a little interesting. Let me talk to Janice real quick.
Yes.
Hey, I talked to the red angry robot and he didn't really tell me anything useful.
That's unfortunate, Robokast. I suppose we'll have to look elsewhere for answers. But don't you fret, my friend is the foremost expert in robotics and criminal investigations in the nation city of Metropolis. I'm confident that we'll find the information we need soon enough. Why don't we try speaking with some of the other witnesses? Perhaps there's someone who saw or heard something that could be relevant to this investigation.
Okay. This guy looks suspicious. Hey,
Well,
buddy,
well,
you look
if it isn't the officer, how's your investigation going? I'm just a human rights activist here on level 4, observing the situation. You know how it is, officer. We all have to look out for each other in these trying times.
You look very suspicious.
Oh, do I? I assure you, officer, I'm not the one who needs to worry about suspicion. But I'm curious, have you found anything useful yet? Any leads on the terrorists who caused this mess? It's a shame that we can't even walk the streets without fear of machines or their sympathizers causing chaos. Speaking of which, if any machine sympathizers are listening in on our conversation, they better leave town while they still can. They're not welcomed around these parts.
Why would you be hanging out at this crime scene?
I'm just here observing, officer. Like I said, I'm a human rights activist. But let me give you some advice. Be smart and stop sniffing around. You don't want to get in the way of people who have bigger interests at play. Trust me. This is not a game for the faint of heart. And if you're not careful, you could end up getting hurt or worse. Now if you'll excuse me, I have important work to do.
Is there anything you can tell me about the group responsible for this?
Listen, officer, if you want to know about the group responsible for this, then you need to start thinking about which side you're on. Are you with Duke Blue and the Blue Party who are fighting to keep Metropolis safe from these rogue machines? Or are you going to sit back and let them take over? Because mark my words, if we don't act now, it will be too late. We need to take a stand against these machines and their sympathizers. And if you're not willing to help us, then maybe it's time for you to leave Metropolis.
Okay, well, I'll think about what you said. Have a good day.
See you. Wait a minute, officer. Before you go, there's something else you should consider. Have you heard about the fugitive scientist who escaped from the lab before it was destroyed? There's a good chance he may have valuable information about the robots and creatures that were being developed in that lab. If you're serious about finding out who was behind this attack and stopping them, then you should be looking for him. And if you do find him, make sure to bring him to the Duke.
Okay. That's interesting. I think we have some developments. Let's talk to Janice again.
I'm sorry. I have to pause our conversation for a moment. Robokast. It seems like the radio is calling me. What could it be? Maybe there's an emergency somewhere in the city that requires my expertise.
Alright, well, I can't talk to Janice right now. I was gonna ask him about Duke Blue. You know what? I'm gonna go ask the cop about Duke Blue.
What is this?
Hey, I have a question again. I'm back.
It's good to see you back. Is there anything else you need from me? I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
What do you know about Duke Blue and the Blue Party?
Duke Blue and the Blue Party. Well, I know that Duke Blue is the leader of a political party here in Metropolis. They're known for their progressive policies and focus on social justice issues. But beyond that, I don't really follow politics too closely. I'm more of a hands-on kind of person, you know, always on the move and ready to tackle whatever challenges come my way.
So let's go talk to this lady up here and see what she has to say.
I fear that my sister is lost somewhere in Metropolis. Have you seen a young, female humanoid with jet black hair and golden eyes?
No, I haven't. Have you seen an escaped convict scientist?
I don't know about a convict scientist, but my father, Dr. Lafton, was in the lab when the explosion occurred. I'm worried that he may have been trapped under the rubble. Do you think he might still be alive?
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine.
Actually, I'm not sure if my sister was in the laboratory when the fire happened. But if she was there, then there's a chance that she may have escaped. What do you think?
Why was your sister in the laboratory?
She was there because we were both developed in the same illegal covert lab by my father, Dr. Lafton. But Robokast, can we talk about this later? I sense that someone is watching us, and it may not be safe for us to be discussing this now.
Janice is here. That's suspicious, Janice.
I must inform you that Metropolis Special Forces have landed at the scene, Detective. We should finish up here quickly before they take over the investigation. Speaking of investigation, what have you learned so far? Any leads on our fugitive scientist?
Is Dr. Lafton the fugitive scientist?
Dr. Lofton. Yes, he's a well-known scientist in the field of synthetic life forms. However, he's not the only one who fits the profile of a suspect in this case. Have you noticed that strange human lurking near the wall over there? He seems to be looking around suspiciously and could be worth investigating further.
He told me that this was his kingdom and that he wants to be the one in charge of the city after his plan.
That's quite a bold statement from him. It sounds like we may have a potential terrorist on our hands. But let's not jump to conclusions just yet. From my initial findings, it appears this laboratory fire was an act of terror with the intent of destroying what or who was inside that laboratory. Our focus now is to determine who's responsible for this attack and bring them to justice. Do you think you could gather more information from that man over there?
Are you talking about the one sitting on the wall to your left?
No, I was referring to the one standing near the rubble. But it seems like you've already interviewed someone. Did you learn anything useful? Wait, hold on a moment. It looks like the sister of the survivor you've interviewed is now a fugitive on the run somewhere in Metropolis. Finding her could lead us to whoever wanted this lab destroyed and the scientist killed. But let's track her down and see what she knows.
So the girl behind me, her sister is now a fugitive?
Yes, it appears that way. We need to move quickly and find her before she disappears into the vastness of this city. The streets of Metropolis can be quite a maze, but I'm confident we can find her if we work together. Shall we begin our search?
Okay. Well, it appears as if that's the end of the demo. We basically hit all the tasks. We made Victor angry. We made the robot guy happy. Talked to a general bystander. Grilled the lab, guy with the hat, the red angry robot, and everyone else. I'm very impressed with the general structure of how this works, and I see so much potential in the future. I don't think I've ever been this excited about a simple, short demo in my life, but I'm really curious to see how this is going to work out, and like I said, I'm impressed. Like I said, this demo was pretty impressive, and if you want to check out more of this, I will put a link in the description so you can visit it for yourself. I'm really excited to see how this technology evolves, and I really do think that this could be the future of immersive gaming. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, make sure to check it out in the description. I will see you next time, and peace.